So what's the speed limit in here?
80.
8 knots. So how fast is 8 knots? 15 kilometres an hour. Who can run at 15 kilometres an hour? What about you, Mark? Can you run at 15 kilometres an hour? You look like super fit and young lad.
I can try.
You can try. I bet you can't.
20 yards, I could
Bet you can't. Righto, look at Australia going by. It's a real good indicator. We're doing 2 knots. Right? That's a pretty good walking pace, isn't it? Right? But 4, they say 4 is walking. Let me show you 4. Okay, so we're now doing 4 knots. Now I reckon that's getting along. Okay? 6 knots. Whenever the harbour is a special event on the harbour, it's a 6 knot zone. 6 knots is jogging. It's a pretty good jog. Here we go, 6 knots now. So you don't need a speedo on your boat, you can work it out by watching how fast Australia's going by, can't you? Now wait till you see 8 knots. See how the bow comes up, the stern squats down? Look at it. Mate, if you can run this quick, I'm putting you in the Olympics. Right? Because you're coming back with a gold medal. It's that good, isn't it? Look how fast we're going in comparison to things going by. So, as I said with the steering, right is right and left is left. Doesn't self-centre. The boat turns really quite tightly. Look, I can turn in here really easily. Don't have to slow down at 8 knots. Round we go. And I've got to roll out a little bit early. The steering is in front of what the boat's doing. So the boat lags the helm to some degree. So I'm just going to slow down because it's good manners not to rock him as I go past, isn't it? Remember, care, courtesy, common sense. You wouldn't want them to do it to you, don't do it to them. So what's this green thing in front of me all about?
Starboard marker.
Starboard lateral mark. What does the word lateral mean? On the side. So lateral marks we pass on the side. And that's a starboard lateral mark. Now, we've got to work out where the safer deeper water is. The gotcha with these things is you've got to know whether you're going upstream or downstream to work out where the safer deeper water. So we're going upstream or down?
Up.
How do you know?
Because Warringam was down with India.
How do you know that? Okay, local knowledge is a reasonable thing to use, right?
The water's going that way.
The water is going that way. There's a weir there. Has anyone ever been down and had a look at the weir down there?
Yep.
What's it look like from the water? No, it looks like you can't even see it.
No, you can go straight over it if you didn't
And
know it was
people
there.
have, not here, but in other places like on the Murray where there's a weir, if there was a weir in front of us here, you wouldn't see it. It just looks like a horizon pool. And people come belting down at 25, 30 knots in their boat, over the weir, 8 metre drop on the starboard lateral marker, green. Normally they're cone shaped. This one's just a green buoy because we're so far up the river. We're going green to green when we go upstream. Make sense? Upstream, green to green. See the red one over there? Obviously the old paddle wheeler, steam or whatever she is over there.
No, River Bell.
Whatever it is. So we go red to red, upstream, red to red, green to green. What about when I'm going downstream? What's the rule? So the safe and deeper water doesn't move, does it? Still stays here. These things aren't painted the other colour on this side. Still green. So where am I going now? Downstream. Downstream means the sea's ahead. So there's the red side of the boat there. Port side's red. Green to red when the sea's ahead. That's how we use them. There are 9 channel markers in the system. In Sydney we've got all 9 of them. Okay? And all 9 of them are in the test. How about that? So we've got to know them, haven't we? If that had a light on it at night time, what would the light be? Be a yellow?
Green.
Green flashing light.